Up first to the stage is the former British and Commonwealth super featherweight champion from Watford, Bomber Balotti. And now making his way to the stage from Armford, 17 fights, 16 wins, Padley, Padley. Fighters to the scales. Balotti, 129.9 pounds. George Padley, 129.5 pounds. Fighters, face off.
A venture down to 130 pounds then for Josh Padley, one win in April. After, of course, the short notice defeat to Shakur Stevenson in February. Certainly no shame in that whatsoever. Says it's the perfect stepping stone fight back towards the big names for Balotti. Stopped against Ryan Garner just 10 weeks ago. Believes he stops Josh Padley this weekend and has said if it doesn't go his way, he will consider walking away from the sport. A sport where he has, of course, achieved so much in his dream last year of becoming British champion. Lots on the line here.
Padley versus Balotti, 10 rounds for the WBA International Super Featherweight title.
When you look at this one, Darren, where is your gut feeling taking you?
Do you know what? First off, two of boxing's good guys,
yep.
two proper gents. But you mentioned there Balotti saying he's going to try and get this done inside the distance. Josh Padley saying the same thing. He thinks he can stop Balotti. If that's the case, you've got two good men, two good fighters, going to leave it all in the ring. It's a cracker.
Really quick word on the Chiefs report before we bring him to the stage.
I think they're sick of each other. They just want that first belt desperately. It's a good fight, isn't it, between two fighters that just don't like each other.
Yeah, after their split draw in January, they do battle once again for the English super welterweight title. Cannot wait for this one. Junaid Bostan versus Bilal Fawaz, part 2. Here's Ben.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to weigh in our chief support contest. 10 rounds for the English super featherweight championship. Up first to the stage from London, 11 fights, 9 wins, Bilal Fawaz. And now making his way to the stage, he's undefeated in 11 contests from Rotherham, Junaid Bostan. Fighters to the scales. Bilal Fawaz, 129.9 pounds. Junaid Bostan, 129.5 pounds. Fighters face off.
Time to go, Marcus. Time to go. Time to go. Shooting back here. Come on. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
English super welterweight title.
Well, sometimes the face-offs, we feel, Darren, are a little bit saturated at times, but every single time these two have come together, they're still going. There's been words exchanged. I mean, not fighting on emotion crucial here, you think, for Junaid?
Oh, absolutely, for both, I'd say. You know, Bilal has had a lot to say. He's got to back it up now. You know, a lot of words have been said. This man here believes, you know, he's got a lot more in the tank, a lot more to prove, you know. But yes, it's the acid test, if you like, round 11.
Junaid's been a different character this week, really calm, composed. I think that's certainly a good sign, certainly in terms of how seriously he's taking Bilal Fawaz. I asked Carl Frampton this question yesterday. To have this type of pressure on your shoulders so early in your journey, How beneficial do you think that will be for him in the long run?
Massive, massively. You're always looking to tick boxes, as you're going through your career at certain times, and he's doing it early. So when he does go in them huge fights, you know, he's sort of overcome these obstacles.
Okay, well, what a chief support that is, and a brilliant supporting cast will lead us in nicely to the main event for the final time this evening. Here's Ben.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live in Victoria Hall for the weigh-in of Saturday's main event, brought to you by Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing. 10 rounds of action for the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Up first to the stage, fighting out of Quebec, Canada, 22 fights, 20 wins, 19 big wins inside the distance, Arslanbek Makhmudov. And now, making his way to the stage, the Doncaster de la Hoya, Happy de la Doncaster, White Rhino, Dave Allen. Fighters to the scales. Makhmudov, 261.1 pounds. Dave Allen, 259.1 pounds. Fighters, face off.
Well, here we go then, your main event tomorrow night. How many chapters are still to be written in the Cinderella story of Dave Allen, the White Rhino, versus Arslanbek Makhmudov tomorrow night from Sheffield Arena, live on DAZN. Huge nights await the victor in this one. Over 9,000 crammed into the Sheffield Arena tomorrow night.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a main event, Allen versus Makhmudov, 10 rounds of action for the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, brought to you by Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing.
That's it, Jamie. You know, what you just said there, the pot of gold for the winner is huge. A win here, and there's some massive fights, huge fights.
Yep, Anthony Joshua has been spoken about for Arslanbek Makhmudov. Kubrick